Hello, all my dear student friends. Welcome to this session. We are studying the subject power engineering and refrigeration. And the second topic IC engine testing. Today, let us study the selective catalytic reduction process in the IC engines. So, this selective catalytic reduction process is the process which is done on the exhaust gases of the engine, so that the nitrogen oxides can be reduced into nitrogen and water. So, active emission control technology is used. This active emission control technology is used in the diesel engines to control NOx emissions by converting these oxides of nitrogen to elemental nitrogen and water. In SCR, a liquid reductant agent is injected through a special catalyst into the exhaust system of diesel engines. So, the agent, the substance which can reduce the nitrogen oxides, that is injected in the exhaust system of the diesel engines in order to reduce the nitrogen oxides and convert them into elemental nitrogen and water. The SCR system basically consists of a selective catalytic reduction catalyst, diesel exhaust fluid storage tank. So now we are going to henceforth we will be using the short form of diesel exhaust fluid, that is DEF. So remember that DEF will stand for diesel exhaust fluid. And the SCR system, selective catalytic reduction system, also consists of the injection unit and an injection control unit. So this injection unit and the injection control unit is used to inject the diesel exhaust fluid into the exhaust gases in the presence of selective catalytic reduction catalyst. So diesel exhaust fluid is an aqueous urea solution consisting of 32.5% urea and 67.5% deionized water. So this DEF solution, diesel exhaust fluid, that is very important in this SCR system. So it consists of 32.5% urea and 67.5% deionized water. So when this fluid in the DEF tank, diesel exhaust fluid tank, falls below a certain level, indication will be given to the driver, and at the same time the engine will also refuse to start. The sensors in the injection control unit measures the urea level, the temperature and the concentration of the urea in the solution, that is the aqueous urea solution, which is nothing but our DEF, diesel exhaust fluid. The SCR unit is placed after the diesel particulate matter filter. So we are also using this DPF, that is diesel particulate matter filter, and after that we are installing this SCR unit. So it is installed in the exhaust gas tail pipe. SCR unit is installed in the exhaust gas tail pipe after the diesel particulate matter filter. So this is the picture of this SCR unit along with the engine, along with the diesel particulate filter, and all these units are present. in this particular picture. So this SCR system, selective catalytic reduction system, basically consists of a selective catalytic reduction catalyst. So we are using these catalysts which have the capacity of selective catalytic reduction, and these catalysts are nothing but titanium oxides, vanadium oxides, or the substitutes of zeolites. So we are using titanium oxides, vanadium oxides, or the substitutes of zeolites as the catalyst, as the selective catalytic reduction catalyst in the SCR system. Along with that, we are using the storage tank of diesel exhaust fluid. So this is the DEF tank, that is the diesel exhaust fluid storage tank. Along with that, we are also using the injection unit and the injection control unit. So this is the injection control unit, and the injection control unit is not clearly shown here, but that is also present. And with the help of the injection unit and the injection control unit, we can inject the appropriate quantity of the DEF fluid in the exhaust gases at the right time, at the appropriate duration. So proper injection, appropriate injection of this diesel exhaust fluid is done in the exhaust line. So along with the exhaust gases, this DEF fluid is mixed in the exhaust gases. So this is the engine, and through the engine the exhaust gases are coming out. So let us say the exhaust gas consists of the nitrogen oxides, then the unburned hydrocarbons, then the particulate matter. Of course, the carbon monoxide is also present in the exhaust gases, but right now we are interested in these exhaust gases because now we are interested in reduction process. So we are studying the selective catalytic reduction process, and that unit will reduce the nitrogen oxides into nitrogen and water. So here the exhaust gases consist of the nitrogen oxides, then the unburned hydrocarbons, along with the particulate matter. So this is the diesel particulate matter filter. So the particulate matter is filtered in this filter. So after this filter we have only NOx and HC, right? So PM is already filtered, the particulate matter is already filtered in this filter, that is the diesel particulate filter, DPF. So now we are left with only nitrogen oxides and the unburned hydrocarbons. Now this is the DEF tank, diesel exhaust fluid storage tank, and this is the control unit, injection control unit, and the injector is also present here. So this diesel exhaust fluid DEF is injected in this exhaust line, so that this fluid gets mixed with the exhaust gases, right? So this fluid comes in contact with the exhaust gases. The exhaust gases are having very high temperature, and due to that this this diesel exhaust fluid gets converted into ammonia by absorbing the heat from the exhaust gases. So here we are having the exhaust along with the diesel exhaust fluid, but here the diesel exhaust fluid is now converted into ammonia. So we are having the exhaust gases like the nitrogen oxides and the unburned hydrocarbons, and along with them we are having the ammonia. So this reaction, chemical reaction takes place, reduction reaction takes place, but for this selective reduction reaction we need to have a bed of catalyst. We need to have a bed of catalyst. That means that bed is coated with the substances which are the catalyst, which act as the catalyst, that is the selective catalytic reduction catalyst. And these substances are nothing but the titanium oxides, the vanadium oxides, or the substitutes of zeolites. So these substances are coated on this particular bed, of the SCR, that is the which is used for the catalytic reduction, and in the presence of these particular catalysts, the chemical reaction takes place. I am going to show you the chemical reaction also. So the chemical reaction takes place, and due to that finally we get the nitrogen and water. So these nitrogen oxides and the hydrocarbons, they are converted with the help of ammonia, and with the help of these catalysts they are converted into nitrogen and water, and finally at the end we get the unharmful nitrogen and water. So this is the function of the SCR unit, selective catalytic reduction unit. So let us study something more and revise something. So these exhaust gases containing nitrogen oxides and hydrocarbons and the carbon monoxide emissions, and the soot is also there, that means particulate matter is there. These particles pass through first of all the diesel particulate matter filter. So this diesel particulate matter filter will remove most of the soot particles, that is the particulate matter will be removed in this particular filter, and then the diesel exhaust fluid is mixed with the exhaust gases. It comes in contact with the exhaust gases, it gets heated in the exhaust manifold due to the hot exhaust gases, and it gets converted into ammonia. So that already I have told you that this diesel exhaust fluid gets converted into ammonia, and the exhaust gases along with ammonia gases, they travel down the catalytic bed. Now we are having the ammonia gas and we are having the exhaust gases. So this mixture of this ammonia gases and the exhaust gases, they travel along the catalytic bed, which is coated with the materials which act as catalyst. So these materials are nothing but the titanium oxides, vanadium oxides, or the substitutes of zeolites. So these substances, they act as the catalyst, and the ammonia and the exhaust gases, they come in contact with this catalyst, and in the presence of these catalysts the following reactions takes place. The exhaust gases, upon reaching the catalytic bed, undergoes a series of reactions, and the NOx emissions get converted into gaseous nitrogen and water. So due to these series of reactions, the NOx emissions, they get converted into gaseous nitrogen and water. So these are the reactions. So 4NO plus 4NH3 plus O2 gives you 4N2 plus 6H2O. So this is the nitrogen oxide which combines with ammonia and in the presence of oxygen and the catalysts. So finally you get the nitrogen gas and you get water. So this we can try to check whether this equation is balanced or not. So you can see the number of nitrogen atoms, 4 plus 4, 8 nitrogen atoms. So here you can see 4 into 2, 8 nitrogen atoms. So number of oxygen atoms, this is 4 plus 2, 6 oxygen atoms. So here you can see 6 into 1, that is 6 oxygen atoms. Then after that, hydrogen atoms. So hydrogen atoms is 4 into 3, that is 12 hydrogen atoms. So here also you will find that 6 into 2, that is 12 hydrogen atoms. So these reactions are balanced. Similarly, this reaction is also balanced. So we are having the nitrogen dioxide and then ammonia and oxygen, and finally we get here the nitrogen and water again. Here also we are having the nitrogen oxide and nitrogen dioxide, and then the ammonia, so that is getting converted into nitrogen and water again. So ultimately, finally, through this series of reactions, we are getting nitrogen and hydrogen, and the nitrogen oxides are converted into nitrogen and hydrogen. So the use of SCR leads to the reduction of nitrogen oxide emissions up to 90%. So the nitrogen oxides can be reduced up to 90% by using the SCR unit. At the same time, the unburned hydrocarbons and carbon monoxide emissions are also reduced to 50% to or 90%. From 50% to 90%, these emissions are also reduced. The unburned hydrocarbons and the carbon monoxide emissions are also reduced, maybe 50% to 50% or up to 90%. The range is 50% to 90%. And the particulate matter is also filtered in the particulate matter filter, and they also get reduced to 30% or 50%, between 30% and 50%. So this is the use, this is the importance of the selective catalytic reduction unit, and this is the process of selective catalytic reduction. And in this way we can use the selective catalytic reduction in the diesel engines so as to control the nitrogen oxides emissions specially, and the emissions can be reduced in this way. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you very much.